Hi there, everyone. My name is Steve Kuma, and I'm going to tell you about Macrocosm, the climate change simulation game that lets you save the Earth, for real. Our mission is to create a world that works for everyone in the shortest possible time. Macrocosm will make tools that empower the individual, leverage mass collaboration, and focus on the biggest problems. Climate change is one of the greatest challenges ever to face mankind. Customers are looking for more ways to contribute directly to solving climate change challenges, share their ideas, and educate themselves about climate change. Corporations, governments, and NGOs are desperate for new ways to reduce greenhouse gases by educating and engaging the public. There are very few, if any, solutions that exist that meet these needs. So what trends are in the market that are creating a need for this kind of product? Awareness of climate change is experiencing rapid growth. According to a Nielsen Company study of over 70 million blogs, buzz about sustainability increased dramatically, up about 106% from September 2006 to 2007, and up nearly 50% from 2007 to 2008. Demand for computer and video games is experiencing explosive growth, and games are expanding into non-traditional areas of society at an extremely fast rate. The real annual growth rate of the entertainment software industry from 2003 to 2006 was 17%, when the US economy only grew at about 4%. 40% of gamers are over 35 and 20% are over 45. 71% of US households that are connected to the internet have at least one person that plays electronic games. Out of about 1,000 companies in the entertainment software industry, not one offers a sustainability-focused product. Here's a couple of quotes. In terms of both the power of gaming computers and the proliferation of citizen awareness about environmental issues, there hasn't been a better time to introduce a game with a strong sustainability or eco focus. That's a Macrocosm Advisory Board member, Jamae Cascio, who happens to be with us tonight, and Jamae is also one of the co-founders of worldchanging.com. Thanks, Jamae. Games are a very powerful and totally underutilized tool that organizations of all kinds, not just businesses, but nonprofits and governments too, can use to tackle these challenges. Most game developers simply aren't interested in making games that have goals beyond pure entertainment. David Edery, author of Changing the Game, How Video Games Are Transforming the Business World. So what do our customers need? We interviewed people interested in sustainability who are also gamers to find out what jobs they were trying to get done. The biggest opportunity we uncovered was this one: contribute my ideas towards solving global climate change. Customers want a solution that will help them educate themselves about climate change, have a direct, measurable impact in solving climate change challenges, that gives them access to a large number of like-minded people that they can share their ideas with, allows them to receive money or recognition, and does not require any special knowledge or training. Our target customer is determined by our demographic analysis, is what I like to call enviro gamers. They're older, they're aged 35 to 55, they're established with incomes of $40,000 or more. They play electronic games at least 2 to 3 hours per week, and they make their purchasing decisions based on recommendations from friends and family and ratings that they read on video game websites. The solution is an electronic game which runs simulations of cities and ecosystems. It has the following features. Players can run learning simulations, which will teach them about climate change and what drives it. Players can compete in expert challenges, which are scenarios created by corporations, government entities, and NGOs. Each scenario represents a real problem that an organization is trying to solve. Players can receive cash prizes and recognition for winning these expert challenges. Participants can help create the actual game elements and scenarios and can share their ideas, solutions, and game elements in a massively single-player environment, which means that anyone can receive game elements from anyone else and include those elements in their simulations. The business model is very simple. It generates revenues by selling directly to retail consumers through direct online electronic distribution and publishing. Since gamers spend a large amount of their time online, direct online distribution allows Macrocosm to make higher margins, and it cuts down almost all costs due to packaging and shipping. Now, for those of you unfamiliar with the type of game I'm talking about, this image is a composite image from a game called Cities XL, which hasn't come out yet, and a game that a lot of people might know called SimCity. This is an example of what the game could look like. Macrocosm envisions a game inspired by traditional city management games, the most famous of which is SimCity. The difference will be that Macrocosm will use real data and real situations in addition to realistic-looking graphics. This will be a tool for both players and organizations to model complex combinations of strategies in order to develop more robust solutions. Macrocosm will add almost 30% of value over currently existing solutions in the market. This is high, but it represents the fact that our electronic simulation game will address needs that are currently not being met in the marketplace. A large portion of this value add will be created by connecting like-minded people with each other, helping them share their solutions, helping them to solve real-world problems, and increasing their ability to receive feedback and get rewarded for their contributions. Macrocosm's addressable market was calculated using our target customer demographics and combining it with US Census data. We have discounted for the satisfaction level that the product is expected to achieve and for the fierce competition in the entertainment game software industry. Based on all this, the price point is projected to be about $49, and this was adjusted to be in line with industry standards. The size of the addressable market is calculated to be over $249 million, and this is expected to grow at an annual rate of about 6.1%. Macrocosm's gross margin is estimated to be 87.38%, and high margins are common in the software industry due to the low production costs and associated with software products. In our case, electronic delivery means that there are no packaging or shipping costs, and our main product costs are royalties to our console manufacturers and to our distribution partners. The lifetime customer value is once again based upon the fact that our customers are expected to purchase every other year, but with relatively high retention rates. Acquisition costs are high and consist of marketing and advertising on Google AdWords and on gaming websites. Our economic value is positive, and this shows that Macrocosm is generating value for its customers over time. The sustainability of the product is measured by gauging the impact of changing the behavior of our customers through what they've learned in the game. If only 5% of our addressable market bought products with recycled content and then recycled at home, over 9,000 tons of CO2 would be saved. If the same number replaced 10 incandescent light bulbs with compact fluorescents, over 45,000 tons of CO2 would be saved. 91,000 tons would be saved if they adjusted their thermostat up or down by 2 degrees at the appropriate time. And almost 500,000 tons would be saved if 5% of our addressable market bought a car which was 10 miles per gallon more fuel efficient than their current car. Now, the impact of solving the expert challenges is potentially much bigger than this. It could be huge, but this has not yet been calculated, and that's the next phase that Macrocosm will research. Macrocosm's value chain is not very complex. The company will take development tools, intellectual property, and creative talent and synthesize them into its software product. That product will be distributed via electronic distribution partners over the internet to retail customers. Our institutional partners will use the product to engage and interact with the retail customers, and together they will collaborate to solve the institution's climate change challenges, using the technology of the game to facilitate the process. Macrocosm's competitive advantage comes directly from its outcome-driven innovation research. Like the iPod, our product will solve customer needs that aren't currently being addressed in the market. As shown in this chart, our competitors have been extremely successful, selling games which are realistic and which allows users to generate their own content. The 3 games on the right represent products which are not yet released. As you can see, 2 of them are serious games which are in development by Microsoft. These serious games are games that attempt to teach about climate change. These sort of games represent a coming shift in the gaming industry. Now, it's not entirely clear if Microsoft will actually release these games, and until it does, the field remains wide open. Macrocosm will maintain its advantage by continuing to perform ODI research and making sure that our products continue to serve unmet needs. Macrocosm expects to spend the first 18 months of its existence developing its initial software product and expects to see positive revenues in its second year of operation. In order to maintain customer interest, the company will release a new and updated product every other year, and this will coincide with our customers' 2-year purchase cycle. While revenues grow over time, they do tend to fluctuate in years without a product launch. Combined sales in years 4 and 5 will total almost 2 million units. The company will seek $1.68 million of initial equity investment with an additional round of funding of $7.73 million that occurs late in year 2. After this, the company expects to need no further equity investments. Revenues in year 5 will total almost $38 million with an operating profit of $5.4 million. Macrocosm expects to grow its staff from 10 employees in year 1 to 35 employees in year 5. Macrocosm aims to be one of the first electronic games to bridge the gap between games and reality. Our product will allow customers to educate themselves about global climate change and solve challenges in the real world. And as our company motto says, play the game and save the earth. For real.